Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. This is the video about me traveling Morocco luggage free as a female solo traveler for 2 weeks, 7,000 plus kilometers by train, and I'm trying to do as much as possible by myself, no tours. And this is just, here you can see how it's going, how it's feeling, how everything works. And a little spoiler for the beginning, it has almost nothing to do with my luggage. Luggage is just not a topic. I checked out of my hotel and now I'm attempting to just kind of walk through the desert a little bit, a different direction from yesterday, and just to see my surroundings a bit more. I have a stick because I've been warned of stray dogs, and yesterday actually a very nice man told me I should get a stick and that's what you should do. But so far no bad encounters with dogs. The kids have been leaving me alone today. Oh. Five minutes in and I already had to take off my jacket. But another thing I wanted to say is that my French has been improving. I know I have a big vocabulary and I know I cannot I can't form any correct sentence, but the words have been coming back to me because I learned French in school, right? And here, until now it was always possible to do everything with English, but here it was just not possible. And I saw improvement, which doesn't mean I'm feeling good about my French or that communications are resolved the issues, but still, it's something. I'm in this beautiful river valley, but there's just been a few stray dogs barking and I'm afraid. I hope they're not following me. So I turn around because I do not want to encounter them. I have my stick, yes, but I don't want to use it, and I don't know if I can use it, and I don't know if it's gonna be helpful. So I'm just turning around, hoping they're not coming after me. Oh well, this is not working out. I cannot continue here but I can go around it. Let's do that. Okay, good. I think I was lucky. I don't really hear them anymore, but I did see a path. And now I don't see it, but I have very good internet here, so I'm not getting lost. This is not happening. I know where I am. It's just that I'm not walking on a path right now. Apparently, I feel like talking a lot today, but I wanted to let you know that something I did not see coming for this trip is how interesting the geology is gonna be. Yesterday I found crystals, and today I've also seen crystals, and the stones have just these different colors, and how the water has carved paths into the stones, and it's really interesting and beautiful, and it's not something I would list as a hobby of mine, but I appreciate it very much. So on maps everything looks a bit flatter than it is, or at least sometimes it's not apparent. I hope this hike of mine, sometimes following tracks and sometimes not following tracks, was not a bad idea, because to get down to the city center where I need to go, it's pretty steep. So I'm walking on this mountain ridge or something like that. It's like a super small mountain, and I hope I find a place where descending is easier. So as you can see, I did find a way down, and I think this is also maybe just a reflection of how I travel. So I do have a rough plan, and I do really try to minimize the chances of something like majorly going wrong. But on the other hand, I also do want to leave a little bit of room for flexibility, to just do the things I want to do right now, to explore things, to not have everything completely planned out. Talking about how I travel in general and what I'm gonna do for the next few days, I think the most like famous and most booked thing people do in Morocco, except for like maybe exploring Marrakesh, is booking a 3-day tour to the desert. And I did not book one of these tours on purpose. So I am trying to do most things by myself, if not all of them. And honestly, I couldn't find anyone who tried that before. As few men, yes, but no woman. And so I'm showing you here how it's going and how I'm doing it. I just think that when I'm traveling, especially if I'm traveling alone, I do want to experience some kind of freedom. Like, that is one of the reasons I don't take much luggage. So how am I doing it? It's actually rather simple. I just make sure there's a place where I can sleep at my destination. And for transportation, I chose like the regular buses, public transport buses that locals use to. I think like this, it is less expensive, and my hope is that it will give me more time and freedom to explore things at my pace. But let's see if that was actually like a good idea. It's 9 o'clock in the evening, and I just arrived at my hotel. It's actually a campground, I think. There's just 2 other guests, but they are sleeping in the desert tonight. But honestly, this building is made from like natural materials, and it's built well. It's so warm in here. Like, it's not too warm, but it's great because the desert night is cold, and so I appreciate it very much. Also, I think the room is just really cute. I'm gonna show it to you properly. Maybe tomorrow when there's a bit more light. For the toilet, I have to go outside, but then I can see the beautiful stars. So actually, I don't mind, and it's not that cold yet. And then I'm gonna go to bed because I want to get up early. I'm really excited for tomorrow. The sun is up and I am sweating. So the biggest challenge has been finding a dune to myself. Like, not that there are other people, I'm like completely alone here. I hear some quads and stuff, but there are tracks everywhere. I wanted to find like a dune that's like pure nature, nothing. But then I guess I would have to wait for like a sandstorm to make the dunes like that again. So yeah, still very beautiful. I made my way back to the city, and I think I burned my neck 2 days ago a little bit. So now I'm trying to be extra careful. There's like, I don't want any sunburns, but I'm gonna show you. I'm like, I need to buy something for breakfast, but first. The camels are waiting here for camel rides. For ethical reasons, I am skeptic about that. And so I think I won't book like a camel ride or anything like that. But aren't they such cute creatures? Like, I know they can have an attitude and everything, but on the other hand, right? I can understand that if you have like no freedom at all. Hello, camels. Oi. Okay, let's get breakfast. So let's hope this focuses for once. But I wanted to show you what I bought for like food, because this is the first place that doesn't offer breakfast, just because it's really like off season here. It seems like just the tourists are coming from like Marrakesh, but no one's actually like staying here for an extended period of time. So the hostels don't offer breakfast. So I walked by one of these little like fruit stands and I bought 2 oranges. This one has still leaves on it, and this one, and also just a few bananas. And then it's a bit tricky because there are no like supermarkets like I know them in Germany or like in the rest of Europe. So it's basically markets, and then there are these like convenience stores that just have a few shelf-stable things plus bread. But for the shelf-stable stuff, I bought ramen. Yeah. And I also bought this cheese. Now, I like to eat plant-based. I really try, and I do like 95% eat plant-based. But the last few days I've been eating avocado, but today I couldn't find any avocado. So yeah, it's not plant-based. And 2 of these bread. These are like really, really inexpensive. And they're basically also like really important. You get bread for every single meal. Now I'm going to eat something, but first I want to talk about something. I've been told, like from various people that have been in Morocco, but also on the internet, people are saying that you have to be careful, especially if you're traveling alone as a woman, because most likely like nothing's going to happen. Morocco is pretty safe, but people, especially men, are really, really pushy. And so I came to Morocco knowing that I will have to be like very firm and very like, no. That I think helped me. Initially, like in the cities, it really felt like that's what you have to do. But during the past few days, people have just been so nice. Like, but not, like it's a bit difficult. So I have a strategy. I don't really know if it's because I'm in a more rural area now, or if it's more because I've like worked on how to talk to people and how to like be. But what's been like crucial is that I greet first. And then usually it's just a small, nice interaction, even in like places where there are a lot of taxi drivers who want to offer me their services, or a lot of people who want to be my guide and who want money in one or another way. And I mean, I totally get that. It's a very unequal standing, and I'm a very privileged person. I'm a tourist. Like I have this role. But even then, the last few days have been way better because I've just been greeting them. I've been nice. But I've like said, no, I don't need anything. Thank you so much. Have a good day. And then usually like 98% of times it was a nice interaction. And I'm really happy. And I just do hope when I'm getting like back to the city that it still works, that it's not just the rural areas where people are not as pushy. Things I want to say. I'm a huge fan of this like green desert, And I've seen it yesterday also while riding the bus, where it's like black soil and then something grows there. I think it looks so beautiful. Second, I bought a scarf thing. I was kind of planning on it because this is like more lightweight than any kind of towel or fabric I have at home. And so I think I can also use it in the future. I got it from the guy who rented me his bike. I think you saw, I am riding a bike. And I'm not sure if I like made a good deal money-wise. But on the other hand, I'm totally fine with paying that price for renting the bike for 2 days, because now I can also explore the surroundings of the dunes that are just behind these little hills. Oh, actually another thing. You also saw it, I think. I came to a lake. This lake, used to be like the biggest water reserve in Morocco. Most of it is underground, but during the past, I don't know, it's not climate change, I think, it's like more so several hundred or thousand years, it kind of disappeared. There are a lot of fossils here. It still fills up every now and then during winter, and it's beautiful. So here we are, and I think I'm gonna stay here for the sunset, maybe kind of bike around it or something like that, but we're having a good time. And this brings us to the end of part 3 of my Morocco trip. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope you liked it, and I leave you the next part on the screen as soon as it's edited. Goodbye.